All right.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm
Ready.
ready.
All right. So, welcome everyone to an episode 10 of Powerless, brought to you by AED&D. You're here with Bork, 17 myself, Dying Danger, and the Man Bear. And we're in trouble. Um, right, Man Bear? We're in trouble.
I don't think we're in trouble. I think we'll be fine.
I'm a little quiet. Oh, that's a little better. All right. So let's send it over to Dying Danger so he can give us a recap and figure stuff out.
All right. So, last time on Powerless, our heroes scoped out the Ravager base where they needed to find a battery supply for the smugglers. When they were greeted with the Ravager and offered a deal on the purchase, it was an absorbent amount. And instead of agreeing to a simple purchase, Sparkstorm talked his way to the Ravager leader, a greedy fellow who was mostly made of metal and conducted electricity. They found that this guy had access to a working charging station, and was likely why the Ravagers built this base here in the first place. While dealing with the leader, he nearly lost his patience with Sparkstorm, who seemed to him to be beating around the bush. But before things got out of hand, Sparkstorm got him to shake on a deal for the batteries. This was a ploy, however, as Sparkstorm held firm on his grip and siphoned electricity from the Ravager leader, crippling him as the opener for their raid. Frequency had followed Sparkstorm in with his invisibility, closing the shutter door and sealing the guard mechs outside. It was then that together they began to dismantle the defenses from within as soon as Sparkstorm made his move. Together they methodically took down the interior guards of this fortified base. However, the guards on the outside are armed with dangerous mech suits and are intent on preventing our heroes from leaving with the batteries.
Oh shit, I forgot about the mech suits.
That's why I said we're in danger.
Yep. Totally forgot about them. Oops.
Oh, whoopsies. Forgot about the giant death bots outside.
Yep. I know.
Yep.
I was remembering that because that's the whole reason why we stopped. It was like getting late, and then all of a sudden, it's like, are you really gonna make us fight some mechs at 9:30 at night?
No, in fact, I was just like, oh, please be too tired to continue.
Like that's just gonna be cruel.
Yeah. I mean, these were supposed to be the big thing keeping you guys from getting out if you decide to just, like, rush in like barbarians.
We got in
No.
fair and square.
Yes, you did. But now you have to get out.
Yeah, that's usually the
Okay.
harder part. Getting in is always the easy part.
I think we ended on it's my turn.
Oh, yeah, the last enemy just made their move. Their last action was... Oh, yeah, this
Guy's
guy's...
alive or dead. I can't tell if he's alive or dead.
This guy's alive. His previous action... He's undamaged. His previous action was opening the shutter door and then stabbing it. He used both of his actions. He's one of the only enemies that has two actions.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
he propped the door open.
He's about to regret his dual actions.
He also destroyed the controls for the door.
Regret them greatly.
He stuck his tongue out at you right afterwards, too. So, how are you going to make him regret it?
Looking.
Just you hold your horses and watch.
Okay. Well. I'm going to activate Assault Surge. Since we just spent a whole bunch of time talking about it anyway. Which will give me another attack. And then I'm going to stab him 3 times. 2 of which will be imbued.
Oh, you're extra.
since I cannot imbue my Assault Surge. Hold on a second. I'm going through all my numbers. And then these guys don't bleed, so I'm not going to worry about doing that. I'll just do my basic attack plus. So for my 3 basic attacks, 3d20 plus 7. I have a 23, a 17, and a 26.
They all hit.
Okay. 3d6 plus 4 plus 3, so plus 7. He takes 12, followed by 13, followed by 10, for a grand total of 35 damage from the basic attacks. And then I'm going to use my E10, which is a -3 to movement and dodge, so he can roll a fortitude to see if he saves.
Assuming a 7 is a failure.
Oh, it's actually a debuff of 5. And yes, the 7 is a failure, so it's -5 to movement and dodge. And yes, 7 is indeed a failure. And then I will roll damage for that. R 2d4 plus 1 damage and 4 power levels up to 5. That's an extra 7 plus 6, so extra 13 damage. I'm doing them separately because you talk about damage reduction all the time.
So that's 2 hits?
Yeah,
The
2 hits
damage
with the 2 hits with the hot cold. I can't imbue my Assault Surge.
11, 9. All right. He is properly fucked up, but still standing. As soon as he sticks his tongue out, you just blitz him, and he's just like, with his tongue hanging out. His tongue's like frostbitten too from your attack.
Okay.
Excellent.
Oh
Well, it
no.
wouldn't be frostbitten. It would his internal blood would be starting to heat up. His muscles would be becoming lax as his internals heat up from my fucking with his atoms, making it harder for him to control his legs as they kind of create this almost like too relaxed feel where he can't even control them properly.
Ah, starting to rubber out.
Yeah.
And Sparkstorm, for you, the guy you've been fighting, the big leader, he is basically a smoking metal crisp who's almost welded to the power station that he was hooked onto.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to remove him from that yet, right?
No, you didn't.
You know what? I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have been completely fucking up my rolls. I
Please do
should have
explain.
rolled 6d6, not 3, because I hit with 2 daggers each attack.
Mm,
Because
well,
I have my dual wield up to the point where it's a standard action. It's a bonus action. Like I don't have to do anything special to dual wield.
all right. Hold on, let me just see this. Just looking.
I've
Take
been fucking this up the entire time. I roll 1 attack for 2 daggers.
0 out of 20. Yours is 7 out of 50. Why are we leveling yours and Frequency and Sparkstorm have different leveling schemes for their dual wield ability?
Because every time you set it up for one of us, you change what you're thinking. Like, you probably jacked mine up to 50 because you considered it overpowered at the time, and then Sparkstorms wasn't overpowered, so you didn't jack it up to 50, which explains why I haven't been leveling it, because you did put a huge fucking gap on that. It's only level 2. But either way, I'm gonna start rolling 2 damage for every attack that succeeds.
Okay.
Well, do you
Uh,
roll 2 hit for each attack?
no, I only roll 1 hit.
Then you would you get 1d4 per dagger.
1d6 per dagger, yes.
It should be 1d4.
It's a laser dagger. I have a specialty
Oh.
dagger.
Well, I just say like you should either get like double the damage because it's 2 daggers versus if you did them independently, or you roll independently for each dagger swing. So if you get in 2 dagger swings per turn, because I would do, if I'm dual wielding tomahawks, if I'm one attack action, dual wielding, I roll 2 hits.
Okay, so yeah, okay, well then I gotta roll 6 hits and then to see if I hit with all of them, and then
Yeah,
okay. Either way,
that's the way
Thank
I've
you.
been doing it.
yeah, that's understandable. But yeah, so each basic attack I rolled twice, basically.
Sounds good.
Even yeah, I've been fucking that up for a while. Sorry, I just realized that we went through all the leveling and everything, and it just struck me that I've been rolling my attacks wrong for like ever.
I thought something was wrong. Like, yeah, Frequency should really be hitting a lot harder.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
my
I,
bad.
I was
Oh
just
well.
say I took out my enemies kind of faster than you did, and that never happens.
Hey, I took out 3 of my guys in like 2 turns. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but like I took out 5, and you're still sitting at 4.
You
Now
also
5.
have AOE attacks. I'm a single target.
But your
I'm a
single
boss
targets,
guy.
single targets hit way harder than mine when you infuse and everything.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
Because
You know,
like
you guys were pretty par for par on the kill count last session, which is unusual.
I say, because in one turn, like with your infusing and everything, you can do like 36 points. I'm not sure
Yeah.
MP cost, but for me to do that, like I have to pump out like 8 MP at least.
Using everything together, it's usually about 6 to 7 MP. If I get a momentum attack in, it's 7. Without momentum attack, it's 6.
Remember, your momentum attack has been adjusted.
I know.
But yeah, to hit that, I'd have to dual shock with like my level 4, which is 4 MP times 2. And then I'd only be max 24 points. Which
Yeah, we each have our specialties.
I know
Like if you were in my position on the map right now, you would literally be able to attack everybody on your turn. I can only attack one person, but I
true.
can do a shit ton of damage to that one person, where you do moderate damage to everybody.
Which reminds me, how so you have 2 standard actions, right? We all have 2
Mhm.
standard actions.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing
What?
dual shock, I should be able to do that twice, right?
No, hold on. Well, I mean, when we created DualShock, your superpower was something you could only use once in a full turn.
Oh, okay.
So I
Oh,
mean,
okay, yeah. I was
A
wondering
lot
why
of mine, a lot of my abilities I leveled up, and I specifically leveled up in a way that makes them into bonus actions. That's why I can chain them all together like I do.
at
but
like
it,
a ridiculous MP cost.
but if I was doing a like tomahawk stuff, I'd be able to attack like 4 times. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's my turn. Is this guy talking? Do I have to worry about him anymore? I know I'm still holding his hand.
No, I mean, I'm like, okay, last time you fought him, like, he was still, like, breathing, I guess, like, he had signs of life, but, like, looking down at him now, you see smoke coming out of his mouth, he's completely still, and he almost looks like he's welded onto the power station.
Hmm. I'm gonna take my tomahawk and I'm gonna chop his arm off. I'll leave his hand attached to the charging station. That's fine. I just don't want the power to go to him. Or I'll try ripping him off, whichever one is easier.
Alright. He's you don't have to roll hit. He's basically an inanimate object at this point. You chop off his forearm, and, you see the electricity, kind of like, you do see it. It's like electricity welling up from, the stub. And, instead of coming out, it almost seems like it gets sucked back into his arm and into where the charging port was.
I look at that,
And
I'm like,
then
that's a short circuit. I remove his hand from the charging station. I'm like, I can't leave that. That's gonna cause a fire.
you do that, and you see some smoke coming from the charging station before, kind of stabilizes. You know, it was kind of, like, really hot. But it's still kind of glowing red around the port.
Okay. Let that cool off a little bit. So, these are what I'm pinging right now. The little boxes on the map that are just to the left and south of me, or west and south of me.
Yep.
They're computers, right?
Yeah, they do seem like they got a little, fried from, well, there was kind of like a power surge going through this whole place while, you were kerfuffling with the leader, but they don't look destroyed. They just look short-circuited.
I try
The
like
screens are all staticky.
rebooting this one, the one that's like closest to me.
Okay, go down and roll. What would that be? Engineering? Do you have knowledge tech?
I mean, I have knowledge tech, yes.
Yeah, roll knowledge tech on that.
D20 plus 7, a 26.
It's
Nice.
rebooting. It seems to be successfully rebooting, and it has kind of a load screen.
I'm like, shit, these must have solid state drives in them or something. That was quick. Is there a login screen? Do I have to try to force my way in here?
It's still loading. It's on a percentage bar. It's at like 10% right now.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of hard to gauge how fast it's gonna go this early on.
So oh shit, that's right. Um, okay. While I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna go loot these big guys. See if there's any like throwable stuff on them.
Okay. You're doing all this. Frequency, is there anything you want to shout?
No,
No? Okay.
I'm good.
Ro-
I'm in combat mode. I'm in choppy choppy stabby stabby.
Before we get to you, Sparkstorm, we're gonna go over to the bad guys because you did like move around and perform some actions.
Yeah.
It's the bad guy's turn. Alright. One of them actually moves up here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And he aims his machine gun right at you, frequency.
Mm-hmm.
6 hits. Okay. Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
All right. And then it aims its flamethrower at
Hold
you.
on. What's it aiming at me?
A machine gun.
Can I try to catch the bullet just to be cool?
You can try to catch the bullet.
Using my new reflexive catch ability.
Being an extremely small and fast object, roll it with disadvantage.
That does make sense. I will give you that. Okay, so super speed gives me +2 to all speed powers. Reflexive catch gives me a +1, so that's a total of +3. Ooh, double 19. So ultimately a 22 to catch a
You
bullet.
I must do it like a somersault or some matrix maneuver as you catch that bullet midair.
I'm not thinking somersault. I'm thinking like I'm stabbing the guy, right? And this big fucker comes up at me, and like my hearing catches him shooting at me, and I lean back and with 2 fingers pluck the bullet from the air as it speeds by my face, and I just smile. Could I turn this into an intimidation check?
uh,
Not for the big robot, but for the other 2 little fuckers staring at me.
you can do it, but make it quick.
Yep. No, I'm just basically I want the action itself to be the intimidation. Like this motherfucker just caught a bullet.
Okay, roll intimidation with disadvantage because this is all happening in a split second.
Yeah, no problem.
Yaha!
D20 plus intimidation 2. Damn, I get a big bonus. And I scare people a lot.
You are scary.
Well, technically, it's still a double 19. It's just they're both 19 instead of 19 plus 3. So ultimately, a 19 to my intimidation.
Uh,
That's a weird roll, dude.
you can see that they both have paws. Uh, both of them are pretty deep into combat right now, so you've wavered the resolution, but they're still in battle mode.
Okay. Hey, I'll take what I can get.
Okay. And the big robot raises his other arm and shoots a flamethrower at you.
Now, a flamethrower would be an AoE if I am understanding correctly. So
Yes.
he would also be cooking this motherfucker.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Roll a reflex check.
It's at least a straight line.
Yeah. Reflex is. What is
Nice.
mine?
Oh, that's
That was for me. The bad guy dodged.
Okay, is my reflex plus 12 or plus 3? I don't know.
Well, let me look.
Because on here it says reflex save is 12. On here it says reflex bonus plus 3.
I think you get +3, but if he's going against your reflex save, it's 12.
I must not have adjusted the equation properly for that particular stat.
Okay.
It's a +3 bare minimum, and it's probably some other thing increasing it. Let me see. So it's a +4. I know it's at least a +4.
Okay, I'll go with that.
No,
Oh no no no
the reflex
no
save
wait!
is if someone is saving against his action or whatever.
Your reflex save is a +3. Okay, so the one in your actual stat section is the correct number. I didn't
Okay.
increase the one in your combat skills.
I get the plus 2 also for my super speed being activated, so it would be plus 5.
All right.
Another 19. What the fuck?
Hey, don't question it.
I'm not. I'm just really confused. Like, that's just weird.
Okay, you managed to duck the flamethrower. Wow. Is it your dice rigged? We just
No.
talked about RNG with online
I
dice.
know, right? Didn't we?
Yeah.
And I just managed 3 19s.
Technically, you managed 5 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. Yeah. I'm not arguing, though. I'm cool with it.
All right, the big slasher gets ready to swing at you.
I activate Reflexive Surge, adding a plus 3 to my dodge.
Probably not necessary as he rolls a 10.
Yeah, it wasn't, but oh well, I did it anyway.
And
And
this
I technically activated it for any attack coming from now on.
not a bad call. And this guy positions himself to throw another laser kunai as he doesn't want to get within striking range of you or flamethrower range of a big thing.
That makes sense. Come on and miss.
It's a miss.
I'm gonna try to catch it.
Roll catch.
Damn. Plus 7.
You you fumble that. All right. Big
Bummer.
robot's kind of waiting outside. It can't go out. One of the guys inside the cockpit of the mech, he is in an open port on the top of it. Yeah, kind of looks out and he tries to shoot at you.
Really? More people trying to shoot him. He misses as well.
Oh, my guys have horrible luck.
Gonna try to catch the bullet.
I'm questioning all of this 'cause the same guy gets like 4 actions, 2 with the mech and 1 with, unless the mech's on autopilot.
A 12 to try to catch the bullet.
No.
Damn it.
Because wouldn't his actions be operating the mech to do all this?
Kind of.
I mean, you play
Don't.
it the way you're gonna play it. I'm just being meta questioning here.
Hey, forget about it. Forget about it.
Don't
Yeah,
think with
but-
logic. Just think with non-logic.
Forget about it.
Okay. Man, but you and I both know that's damn near impossible.
Yeah, I know.
We're the same in that aspect that like
Question everything.
logic just starts going as soon as you hear something.
Yep.
Hey,
Okay.
for all you know, that guy could be like some sort of legendary super warrior in the cockpit, and he's just joyriding this robot. You don't know.
He could be an octopus.
He could be an octopus.
That's true.
Anyways, there is a guy right here.
Is there another guy attacking me? For
You guys
Christ's sake?
haven't killed him. You guys haven't killed him. He's
Did-
been here this whole time. He's been taking pot shots and been missing constantly.
There's a green mark on him. I thought he was dead.
What is it, Ryan? At 4:00.
What about 4 o'clock?
Oh, Ryan was asking me if I fed the cats.
There's a green mark on the guy, so I thought he was dead.
Oh, nobody attacked him. I don't see how anybody could have attacked him.
Why'd you put a green mark on?
I don't know. I was probably trying to draw something. I do that occasionally. You'll
You-
probably see like
You probably had the
loose
boxing open and you clicked on him thinking it was a selector and it didn't work, and then you're like, oh shit.
it's probably exactly what happened.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, same.
Anyways, the guy tries to take another pot shot at you, frequency, because that's pretty much what he's been doing.
You know, you're sitting there collecting loot, and I've got like 8 people. Fuck, that hits me. 8 people trying to fucking kill me over here. 6 damage.
Between 2 rolls. Oh wait, that's
So
7 between 2 rolls.
I have a DR of 1, so -5. Okay.
All right. And Sparkstorm, you are up. The other robot is sitting outside. It can't.
Frequency goes before I do.
Yeah, I go first.
Oh, okay. Frequency, you're up.
Okay, so yeah, I'm cornered, stuck, and trapped. This is not fun.
Wait, these guys around you are dead aside from the big
I
dude
know
over
these
here.
2 are dead, but
He's still being technically flanked by range. Or range
Yeah.
flanked.
I'm gonna do just my basic attack against him. I'm gonna imbue him and everything, full on damage to try to kill him, but I'm not activating my assault surge.
Okay.
So 26, a 19, a 9, and a 25.
The first 2 and the last one hit.
Base damage is a 13, 11, and 11.
All right.
And heat damage is 6 plus 8 plus 6.
He's dead.
Okay, cool. So he's murked. I'm gonna go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm gonna end up there.
You're far. All right.
That's what I'm doing.
Sparkstorm.
Do I find anything on these guys that I can throw?
Roll treasure find.
So that's a +2, RD 20 +2. A 16.
Okay. Okay, you find about $70, and you find one of the laser katanas still intact. Does seem a little bit different than the one Frequency found, but you can't quite figure out how it's different just yet.
Eh,
Are you also taking the time to investigate the big electric dude?
I was just gonna do these two, 'cause I figured they'd be quick and easy.
Okay, yeah, $70 and unique katana.
It's not really throwable.
You
Hmm,
don't really know what it can do right now.
true. So is it technically just a hilt right now?
Yeah, it's just a hilt.
Alright, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
this one is actually just a hilt. It's not like the last one where it was a giant piece of metal that conducted electricity. It's kind of like a thin rod that retracts and detracts.
I'm just gonna put that on my hip. I'm gonna quickly check the computer. What does it say?
Uh Rebooting in 5, 4. You can tell it's gonna happen very soon. Not within your turn, but very soon.
I wanna take
Count.
the tomahawk that's infused with dualium. And I wanna, because I hear the commotion, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's a big enough target. I'm gonna put a little extra oomph and try to, like, if I can, I'm gonna aim more or less for the guy. If I hit the mech, I'm happy. So like I'm aiming for the guy, but like I'm figuring if I miss a little bit, then it's gonna hit the mech.
Alright. Roll hit.
Um,
Oh, can you
s-
throw from all the way over there? I think there's gotta be a launch distance on thrown objects.
I mean, I am gonna take a negative to my hit, that's for sure. But like, um, I think I have enough like engineering that I can arc it. So like, if you want me to take a negative to my hit roll, I will do that.
I'll say you roll with a -5 to hit. It seems to be
So
about 5 grids past your maximum throw range.
strength plus that. Okay, so that's a minus, right? Is it strength or
Strength for throwing, at least throw distance.
okay, so a -2 then. A 17.
Alright, you hit the robot, not the passenger.
All right.
What's your damage?
It's a D6.
Alright. Um,
Oh, throw a weapon. Distance plus 10, damage plus 1. 6 damage.
Alright, you kind of tank off the robot. Um, you see it, like, you chuck it and you throw it, and it almost kind of does what you'd almost expect anything you throw at a giant piece of metal to do. You hear like a clink sound and it bounces off.
Oh, okay. Damn. It doesn't stick to it.
Nope.
Um since I have it, can I use the a charge shot from here, or is that too far away?
I mean, it almost sounds like that's the whole point of the move is to use it from really far away.
All right, I'm going to try it.
All right. Roll hit and damage.
It's just my skill. I mean, we have to tune this in cuz like there's no information on it.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm gonna
Like
take
you used it twice.
5 MP for it, thinking that's for that distance. That
Wait, you're
sounds about
amping
right.
it.
Huh? No, I'm saying for to make a. I'm assuming the charge
Oh yeah,
shot
okay.
would be like a MP per distance basis. Does that make sense? All right, I'm assuming it'd be like an MP per distance basis type of thing. Does that make sense?
You mean costing more MP for distance?
Yeah. Or is that not?
I mean, like it makes sense. I'm just saying we didn't really flash it out. About 1 MP for every 5 distance, kind of like the momentum surge or momentum attack for frequency. How's that sound?
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, okay. So I can get 2 back. A 15.
Mm, a 15 does hit.
Uh,
Roll damage.
+4 now. 8 damage.
Okay, you send a giant electric bolt hurtling towards this robot, and it hits. You can't really gauge a reaction from the robot. The passengers seem to be largely okay. Uh, does hit and deal damage though.
Um, can I use my bonus action to look around for like a light switch, like a master panel?
Yeah.
D20 plus a um it's perception. What bonus would I use for that?
I
Or
believe the baseline is skill, I believe. Yeah.
10.
Well, you don't see anything, but you also do recall that aside from the shutter door button, you didn't see any other switches walking through here.
Interesting. Okay. I guess that would be it for my turn.
All right. Frequency already went. Okay. Bad guys, you're up. Oh, okay. This guy over here.
Yeah, I'd
He
like to die
shoots at
like
you.
a samurai.
What's this guy? Oh yeah, he's like a little samurai.
No, I said he like bad guys rep, and I'm like, yeah, he would like to die like a samurai, honorably by taking his own life.
N-
Sepulchral.
None of these guys are so honorable. Well, the guy on the cargo crate, he's like I said, he's been getting a lock on you this whole time, frequency, and well, he rolls a 9 now.
It
You
doesn't
can tell
matter.
Gotta catch it.
It didn't matter
he's
this
shocked.
entire time because he hasn't really hit that frequency except once. What, right?
Yeah,
Damn.
he hit him like once, and his whole ability is getting more accurate with every shot.
I didn't catch the bullet.
Okay, roll reflex.
I tried. I got an 11.
Okay, you fail.
But that ability is ready to level up again.
I forget why are certain abilities green on our.
Because there's a bug.
When he clicks them, for some reason, he
No.
automatically switches the color.
No, there's something like a gain plus something or another using it or whatever. It's tied to the tree.
Oh, you get 2 points per use.
That's it. Okay. Thank you.
Right. Giant mech suit guy walks in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a big robot. Kind of just seems like walk over everything. One of his legs is like on lower train, the other is on higher train. Doesn't seem to give a fuck. And it gets all the way over here, and it tries to shoot you with the machine gun frequency. 22 hit.
Yes.
All right. Six damage between two shots.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
And then it shoots the flamethrower over here at all this rubble.
How do you get down there?
I just told you, it kind of just walks over terrain. It's got like one leg on lower terrain, the other on
Oh,
higher
that's
terrain.
what you were saying. Yeah, I was only half listening.
Okay. I see how it is.
Hmm.
Anyways, yeah, it shoots the flamethrower over here, and it kind of just holds the flamethrower. Doesn't
Okay.
seem to be aiming at you.
Okay.
And that's that thing's action. Um, the other mech is Waltz is on up here now. Boom. And he can't really hit you without well, it really can't aim for you. It shoots at Sparkstorm. 17 hit.
From that range? Yeah, that's it. Wait, why do I have a temp modifier -1?
On what?
My AC.
Shouldn't have a -1 to your AC.
Okay, I mean it still
Wait.
hits, but yeah.
Oh, you're wearing like a heavy armor. It gives you DR but less evasion.
Oh, currently I am?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you take 7 damage between two hits.
Okay.
All right. And this little guy, he kind of darts around. He kind of like does a little parkour jump off of here. And he gets about this far. You guys are up.
Hey. So he's burning this whole shit. That's no good for me. How far is from here to here? Like top level to ground level?
I'd say it's about 5 grids.
15 feet or
Yeah.
25 feet?
It's about 2 grids.
10 feet.
I'd
Yeah.
say, yeah, if it's a
Yeah.
warehouse, it's like 10 to 15 feet.
10 to 15, I can see. 25, not so much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump it.
All right. Roll a reflex.
23.
Do so without issues.
And then I'm gonna parkour up these barrels and slam the fuck into this guy. Like,
Ro-
bam!
Roll
Except
reflex for that as well.
I went a little too far. 17.
You do so without issues.
I would say
And I'm
he's
gonna stab
going
him.
up and he gets a splinter because he hits his knee on one of the boxes.
You're out of commission. You are doing Peter for the rest of the battle.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm gonna
no,
use
you
my attack
succeed.
actions to stabby.
All right. Roll hit on the attack actions.
A 23, a 17, a 13, or no, a 22, a 17, a 12, and a 13.
The first two hit.
Okey-dokey. It's 11 plus 13.
All right.
Not done yet. And then 8 plus 9.
Oh wow.
And then now he has to make a reflex check to see if he has the debuff or not.
I mean, you killed him.
Oh, okay, never mind. I marked him. And then I take the bullet I caught and I drop it on his corpse.
Any one-liners?
I'd love to do one, but I really can't think of one. So just drop the mic, basically.
All
Here,
right.
this is yours. As I drop his bullet on him.
Return to sender, motherfucker.
Hey, that one works. I'll take that one.
Phoning a friend on that one.
All right, Sparkstorm, you're up.
Okay, so I just got shot at. I'm gonna look at this computer. I'm like, are you ready yet?
It is ready. You see, it's a home menu.
I try to quickly find the defenses thing. Like
There's a big old icon with like a gun shaped icon.
yeah, they're stupid enough. Let's click on that one.
All right. You see one that says looks like a giant laser gun, and another that just looks like a giant robot.
I click on the robot.
Did you? You see Unit 1 and Unit 2.
Oh, I fucking click on both of those and I hit disable.
You don't see disable options. You say you see
Self-destruct.
Yeah, systems check.
System check. Any other options?
Like rewire. Or manual control from panel. Control from panel is one of the other options.
Oh, I'm gonna try hitting control from panel for both of them.
Okay.
Like split screen, just click, 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 go.
As soon as you click on the first one, it starts going through a loading screen.
Jesus, these computers are so slow.
That's that. It's loading.
Do I? I'm like shit. I gotta come back to this. All right, I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna check this guy really quickly. See if he has any any of them. See if they have any like health, syringes or whatever. Like I'm not gonna spend. I'm gonna use one action to do that, and the other action, I'm just gonna put my hand on the charging thing and just start charging up.
Before you look for health syringes, I want you to roll a knowledge check. Just D20 plus skill, or if you have a knowledge modifier, do that.
I have knowledge tech, but not
standard knowledge.
Okay. No. A7.
You go and look for them. Let's say you don't need a roll for it, but you don't find any syringes on them.
All right. Well, I go to start charging at the station.
All right. The station is still pretty hot. You want to try and put your hand on it?
Yeah.
Okay, roll a fortitude check.
That would be 3. And that one.
All right. As soon as you put your hand on it, it singes. You take 4 damage. It's very hot.
All right. Do I start gaining power now?
Yeah, you can keep your hand on it and keep trying to regain power.
All right. All right. So I get 9 MP.
All right. Are you going to keep your hand there?
Yeah, that's my full. That's like a full turn action or whatever.
Okay. All right. Bad guys are back up. This robot stops shooting the flamethrower over there. You see that this path over here is pretty much all.
Which path?
Let me just draw. Big old flame, pyre of fire growing over here. It's pretty bad. Should fill that in. Might not be completely noticeable. There we go. Yeah, lots of fire building up over there. Robot turns and looks at you again, frequency, and shoots its machine gun. You can tell the one operating the machine gun is one of those guys who hones in. 23.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm in danger.
You take 8 damage between 2 hits.
Okay.
And then it shoots a flamethrower on the pile of cargo you're standing on.
Really?
The second operator operating a second weapon, yes.
Here it is.
Roll a reflex check.
Yeah. Just mad because I murked all your little punks. 21.
You managed to successfully avoid being burnt, but what you're standing on is catching fire.
Okay.
And this other robot moves up. 6. Comes up and shoots his machine gun at you. A 15 hit?
Technically, yes, because I forgot to say I activate my reflex surge.
You did.
Yes.
I thought you said you had it. Oh, is that only till you
that
moved?
was last turn. I have to activate it every turn.
Oh, okay.
That's 9 damage between 2 hits. And then it shoots his flamethrower.
Fuck you.
Roll reflex.
Fuck you. A nat 1.
You
Oof.
take. Oof. Now I'm starting to feel bad. Okay, you take. Oof. 1d10. Oh boy. Okay. This might not be so bad. 2 damage out of 1 roll. But what you're on is catching fire.
Uh-huh.
And is anybody else alive?
No one inside.
No. One of the guys in the cockpit chimes up. He just says, once we burn both of you alive, I'm gonna get my bike back.
I glare evilly at this man.
It's your guys' turns.
Do I know which cockpit the dude spoke out of?
This one right here.
Okay, that one right there.
I'm gonna do a flying squirrel attack.
Trying to think of how I want to do this.
You just projectile yourself towards him screeching.
This is 15 feet, right? It's 15 feet above the floor.
Yeah.
How tall are the mechs?
I'd say they're maybe like 25 feet tall. 30 maybe?
How the fuck they get through the door?
It's a giant warehouse / hangar.
They're not that big.
Okay,
Anyway.
like 20 feet maybe.
Okay,
15?
so
They're at least as high as that, maybe a little bit higher than it.
I mean, look at the picture.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I should be, I'm relatively 5 foot tall, so I should be standing at least as tall as the guy whose head is poking out.
Fuck. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so I want to stab the guy whose head is poking out.
Okay. He is actually the only compartment where the pilot is protected by a dome.
You did not say that. You can't change your rules just because I came up with something.
Well,
That's dual cheating.
You didn't roll a perception check or even ask what it looked like, and that is in my sheet.
Are you sure? Are you sure
Yes,
it's in your
I
sheet?
am. I'm
That
absolutely
this
100%.
one specifically, the
Look,
one that
I
I am
knew you would
attacking.
attack the one in the machine gun cockpit, and I put him in the protected cockpit to prevent him from being, like, taken out right away.
I mean, you could always cut a hole in the glass with a laser dagger.
I do have laser daggers. Okay,
Cut a
well,
hole with one hand,
my
stab with the
first
other.
attack is for the glass. If I manage to break the glass, then the second attack is going for his face. If I don't manage to break the glass on my first attack, then the second attack is going for the glass as well. And I
trying
will
to
be using my cooling element because we all know glass cracks really easily when cooled.
Quickly, yes.
Okay. Okay, I actually do have a stat sheet for the cockpit. It did have its whole dodge thing if you're attacking from a range, but since you're basically eye level, roll hit and damage.
What I'm doing. So a 18 and a 14.
They both hit.
Oh shit, I get 4. So I'm gonna roll 2 more hits. 17 and a 12.
Okay. What's all the damage between all those?
This not damage yet. These are just hits. Does the
Okay.
12 hit as well?
Anything above a 10 hits.
Okay. I wanted to make sure because I keep forgetting that I get 4 rolls. 4d6 plus 7. So for base damage, it's an 8, a 10, an 8, and an 8. And then for my cool damage, d4 plus 5. It's an 8, a 5, an 8, and a 6. So if I break the glass within, okay, so for base damage, my first attack would be a 7 plus a 10, so 17, plus an 8 and a 5, so 12, no, 13. 17 plus 13 is 30. So my first attack would do 30 damage within 2 attacks. Is that enough to break the glass?
Hold on. I'm trying to get to his HP. 30 between 2. That's nope. But you cracked it pretty bad.
Then my second attack would crack it then because that would be 16 and 16 plus 16. So a 34 for my second.
The cockpit has been demolished.
I glare at the man and I say, "You're next."
If pissing your pants was a facial expression, that's the one he'd be making.
Okay. I need to now
Excellent.
minus my MP for all that.
Shit. Wasn't expecting you to just take advantage of that higher terrain like that, but kudos.
Expecting me to think outside the box, huh?
I need to stop underestimating you guys. Sparkstorm.
In all fairness, Frequency is a pretty straightforward character. But yeah.
No, it's good thinking on your part. Very clever.
I'm gonna take my initial action to keep charging my hand up.
All right. Roll fortitude check.
I'm pretty sure it's a +3. That's a 14.
Okay. You take 1 damage.
Cool. And then I'm gonna run back to the computer and be like, "So help me God, you better be ready."
It is ready.
All right, I click this. I click manual override to control it myself now.
All right. It is just one at a time because
I don't care.
okay. You just click on whichever.
Is there any indication on which one is which?
You want to take a second to roll a perception check because it says mech 1 and mech 2.
As a bonus action, yeah.
All right.
As long as I can
Roll.
act upon it afterwards, then yes. Nat 20.
You can clearly see
Nice.
this one has a big old 1 on it, and this one has a big old 2 on it.
All right. I want to manually override number 1.
All right. Controls overridden.
I'm going to have it stand up, turn, face this guy.
All right. And now that's the bad guy's turn. You
Wait,
get to
wait,
tell
wait.
a mech what to do.
Don't I get a... Is that my action? Is
Your
overriding?
action will be on the bad guy's turn since you are overriding it.
Okay. I want to yell out, shut down the mech, or die in its metal carcass.
One of the guys in the cockpit kind of just like looks really confused, and he notices you're at the panel. Roll an intimidation check.
Specifically, like I want the mech that I'm controlling to turn and lift its machine gun directly at the other mech, and I'm yelling at the guy who's not on manual override.
Oh, roll intimidation though.
+8. Okay. 16.
You can see on top of having his cockpit destroyed by Sparkstorm,
Frequency.
the dude kind of just he jumps out and smacks into the floor. And you can't really see him past this cargo plane that's on fire right now. But he's on the you saw him jump out of the cockpit. Frequency, you can't really see him because he's on the other side of the mech.
Weren't there 2 guys in there, or is there only 1?
There is another dude in there, and he's kind of just sitting there right now.
Okay. Well, I was more or less referring to both of them.
You can't gauge his reaction.
All right, I open fire.
All right.
Well, can I distinguish from where I'm at that there's 2 people in there and 1 jumped out?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm opening fire.
It hits, you deal. Damage between 2 shots. 8 between 2. That is -6. You see, your machine shoots this machine gun fire and kind of does a spread across the other giant robot. Some of them kind of hit the guy inside the unarmored cockpit. He takes a few rounds, but he's still alive.
Can I activate? I've seen them activate their flamethrower. So can I activate the flamethrower and aim it at the feet,
Certainly can.
hoping to catch the guy who jumped out, just for good measure?
Rolls a successful reflex check.
What,
As for the robot,
the mech or the guy?
well, that was the mech. Oh.
Okay.
The guy, despite having a better modifier, fails. And he takes some fire damage. You can hear screams from the other side of the cargo pipe that's on fire.
Excellent.
All right. As for the other bad guys that you see that the ones who are formerly piloting the mech that you are controlling, they eject themselves. Just jump out. I'm gonna have them roll reflex checks. Oh, they both get hurt. They get stuck where they are. They can't move past that. Zeb over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. He runs all the way over here. The guy operating this giant machine takes a flamethrower and aims it at Frequency in a panic. Roll a reflex check, Frequency.
Yep. 16.
You pass.
Sweet.
But hold on. You'll let me draw. You can
Huh?
see it. There's a fire a brewing right where you're standing.
Okay, I'm about to be on all sorts of fire.
Sparkstorm, you're up. I mean,
Why
Frequency, you're up.
I'm gonna say, why the hell is he up? I should be going. So this guy abandoned his mech, right? So this mech is no longer working.
There's
That-
only one guy in it, and he's in the secondary cockpit.
Okay. What about this guy? This is the one Sparkstorm's controlling, correct?
Yep. Fully
Okay.
taken over.
So I'm jumping.
technically, you only know that the other guy that it's shot at its own mech, and that the other guys jumped out.
Yeah, I'm
True.
jumping in. Jumping in the mech.
Roll reflex.
Really? It's like 5 feet from me.
Well, not only do you have to jump in, you have to jump like in while somebody else is already in the other cockpit.
Ooh, natural 20
Plus
for
5.
the
Wow.
win.
Okay, you jump into the cockpit, and the guy in the cockpit next to you kind of just looks at you. He's got a mask on. You can't tell what what his face
I
says, but
stab him in the mask profusely. Just stab, 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 stab.
roll hit.
Wrong button. Uh, 26, 14, natural 20, and 16.
They all hit.
They all hit.
Okay.
Based on the rolls previously, they all hit.
A 8, 12, 13, and 11. And oops, rolled that wrong.
uh, you
And
do
then 9, 8, 9, 6.
you successfully stab him right through the face.
Stabs him in the face. Face stabbing has commenced. And I'm
You're,
like super low on magic.
it's like your knife just like cuts right through his mask, his little metal mask, and it's just like you just pull it out, and his head just kind of like clinks against the cockpit, control panel.
Okay. And since I only really moved 5 feet, can I move again?
No, I'm not gonna let you move, attack, and then move.
Okay. Okay, your call. I was just asking. And then that'll end my turn then.
You're probably safer inside the mech, honestly.
I was gonna jump out so that next turn I can chase down the guy who jumped out.
You're probably
But
safer inside the mech, honestly.
I don't know how to drive this damn thing, but I'm
Shh.
still not arguing.
Okay, Sparkstorm, you're up.
Um, I assume it has some movement, so I want to try backing up a little bit, or like have my mech move around and try to like pin the guys down.
Oh, they do have a trample ability. They can damage just by walking over smaller targets. So if that's something you want to do, you can do that. Or if you just wanted to try and pin it down, you can try that as well.
Like I want to hit them, but like if they step on them, I want to not lift up that foot.
All right. Have them roll reflex checks to avoid getting pinned down.
If I get one, I'm happy.
They're on different sides of you. So which one do you want to try and do?
I'll go straight back. This guy.
All right. He managed to successfully duck and roll away from your pin attack.
Which direction does he go?
Boom.
Perfect. Can you move the mech back like 2 squares? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna take the machine gun and do a nice strafe fire at the 2 that are lined up, kind of like firing range style. Just
Oof. It's a miss.
on both of them.
Yes.
Damn. All right. Then I guess I'll flame them both too.
They both passed their reflex check.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, I'm gonna like kind of lean back, be like, how the fuck did they miss? And then I'm gonna take I'm gonna like step back for a second and actually shock I think the main pilot of the mech.
All right.
My my electric shock can reach that far. Oh, I don't think I can hit chain. Because I think, what was it, 15 feet was the max for chain?
It's power distance.
Oh, so that's a +4. No, that's a +2. Okay, yeah, no, it's not gonna hit. So I'm gonna dual shock this guy, the captain, the one I didn't try to trample.
All right.
Hoping that his attention is on the mech, so I can surprise him.
Hitting damage.
An unnatural 20 and a 16.
They both hit.
Well, I got some newly acquired MP. So I'm gonna do okay. So it's a total of 30 damage split twice.
You take him out.
Cool. And by the way, am I getting engineering points for operating this mech?
For the initial hacking in and operating, I'll give it to you. But for like just continued usage, that's just like
Or is it
not gonna get.
or is it knowledge tech? Then.
Yeah, I can give you knowledge check for hacking into it.
Alright, I'm gonna give myself points for the turns that it took me to get into it. I think that's it for me. I think that's it for me then.
All right. Well, yeah, frequency. You are still in the cockpit of that giant robot. Okay, it's not operated. This guy is dead. Right. This guy is sprinting. He's in a panic. He's full on not even trying to fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. He gets up to the motorbike and you
He's
can
on
see him.
fire.
He's on fire right now?
He's standing in where you lit me on fire not too long ago.
Oh,
Or where I dodged the flamethrower. That's what this is.
shit, Sparkstorm, your motorbike's on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, your motorbike's on fire.
I realized that when you did that, and I was a little sad inside, but I didn't want to interrupt you guys.
Okay, he books it. You can see him get up all the way up to this body and shove it to the side, and he's kind of like trying to scramble for this metal plate here, and he shoves it to the side, and he gets
Remember,
about that far.
he can't do that. Not unless he's got super strength. I used my powers to weld it shut when I snuck out.
He okay. He pulls on the metal plate.
I said, does he know that? Because he can try.
He can try.
He pulls
But-
on the metal plate. You can see him kind of freak out. He's frustrated. Why is it moving? Move! Move! And he pulls out his gun and starts shooting it, and that's the last thing you see him doing before these guys start moving. 1, 2, 3. Yep. They both chuck laser kunais at you, frequency.
I'm in the robot.
You jumped out? Oh,
No, he
you
did
didn't
not.
let me jump out.
oh.
They can do that, but it's gonna be hard.
Yeah. Totally in the robot.
They would throw them at you, Sparkstorm, but you're a bit far away. They do try to throw the laser kunais at you.
And do you? Do I get a dodge bonus because I'm in the robot?
I'm just gonna subtract hit from them.
Okay.
They have to be pinpoint with their throwing knives.
14 misses, the 20 would hit.
It's a -4, so that's actually a 6 and a 12.
Oh, they both miss. Can I try to catch them?
No, kunais didn't get anywhere near you.
It's not fair.
They ricochet off the metal of the robot.
I wanted to catch them. I need to add more to my. I'm starting a laser kunai collection. Okay. I think I've got like 3 already.
See, okay, yeah, you guys are up. Frequency.
Okay, so I'm guessing I have absolutely no fucking clue what does what in this robot.
You could press buttons.
Nah, I'm not gonna press buttons. I'm gonna jump out, but I'm gonna jump out back towards this way. So it's just that 5-foot jump again, not jumping towards the ground.
You're jumping onto the platform.
Yeah.
Roll as soon as you make that jump. I want you to roll reflex to not get hit by the fire.
Yeah, that's understandable. I figured something like that would happen. A 14.
All right, you
And
manage.
then I am going to use an ability I have not used in a very long time.
You take
I'm gonna
3
use
damage.
okay. I'm gonna use sneak speed
Oh
to get
shit!
up behind this guy.
Yeah, you haven't used that in a while. Not since we moved.
Well, we haven't really been in an urban situation in a while.
Not since we went to Digitland.
I'm going to request that you allow me to roll with advantage because he is focused on the grate that he is currently trying to shoot.
Totally fair. Everything's on fire. He's scared for his life, and he's fixated on getting the hell out.
So +3 for my super speed, +1 for my sneak speed level, and then +4 for my stealth. So it's a total of +8. My highest is a 26.
You succeed.
So this is how I'm picturing it because I'm using sneak speed. So I'm gonna like zoom up to where it's like a flash, a bear like a ninja running flash. I'm gonna end up behind him with my laser dagger at his throat, and I'm gonna whisper in his ear very menacingly, but also very close, so he can like feel the heat of my breath. Gotcha, bitch. I kind of want him to like pass out from fear while pissing his pants.
I'm just gonna make
That's what
him
I'm going for.
roll a fortitude check to not die of sheer pissitude.
Well, I don't want him to die. I actually want to capture this one alive. This is the one we stole the bike from, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to capture him alive. I don't want him to
Oh,
die.
this is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
you see him. You kind of just feel him get like really loose, and he sensed like all of the fight is gone from him.
Cool. Then I'm going to use my actual power. Sweet, that leveled that up too. Nice. To heat the grate so that we can get out. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to shout to Sparkstorm that I'm surrounded by fire and I'm getting the fuck out of here. He should probably do the same. And then I kind of push the guy, his limp body out the grate, and I follow behind him.
Okay, shove him out. Right, he is out with you. Do you want you to do one thing real quick? Just roll a sneak check.
There's nobody over here. I checked.
Just do it anyways.
There were 4 guys outside the
Yeah, but
premises.
they came around to come in.
They didn't come around. They're chilling out by the gun.
Oh, I didn't notice them down there. Okay, sneak is skill, which is level 2 plus stealth, which is 4, so 6. 21.
As far as you're concerned, everything's okay.
Yicky dicky.
Sparkstorm, you're up.
I want to use that trample ability you told me about.
All right. You just have to walk over things.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take this guy and just trample over these two that decided to try to get away.
All right. Neither of them succeed. All right, hold on. I'll look up the trample damage.
Instant KO.
No, trample's not super dangerous. It's just like free damage. All right. First one takes about 5 damage. But he does have DR, so he takes about 3. The other, because of his DR, takes 0. And I'd say, but you only want to walk around here, right?
Yeah, I was gonna have it walk forward, try to trample over them, and then start walking towards me, so I can hop in the mech itself.
It actually has about 7 grids of movement, so a little bit further than average. So it gets right up to you.
Cool. Technically, I do not know my bike is destroyed. Correct?
No, you don't. In fact, you don't. Even if you did know it was on fire, it might not actually be destroyed just yet.
Okay, so well, anyways, the guy's gonna he's gonna get here and turn around and just unload on both of these, both with the minigun. I don't know if it can do a spray at both of them, or hit one with the minigun, hit one with the flamethrower, however that goes.
Does actually have that option. Okay, but that would divide up its attack between the two of them. Right.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
All right, so that'd be 16, 14 hits both of them. First one takes about 2 damage because of his DR. The other one takes 4 damage. I assume you want to follow up with the flamethrower?
Yes. I mean, I guess it's on my turn, but I mean, it is what it is. It is the mech's turn technically, but
Okay, they actually managed to reflex their way from being burnt, but the ground under them is catching fire.
okay. I want to do like a alt tab type of thing and see if there's a sprinkler control system on here.
There doesn't seem to be any.
Well, that sucks. I'm like, well, shit. I can, from what I can tell, I can only operate one mech at a time. I'm gonna like stay here, but I'm gonna shoot between the legs at this guy. I'm assuming the mech's tall enough that there's a big opening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot at this guy and chain arc or double shot to this guy and chain it to this guy.
Hitting damage.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know, but that hurt my ears.
What?
It must have come from you.
I have no clue.
You're the only one who didn't hear it, so it must have come from you.
13 and a 22.
22 hits.
Oh, bummer.
I'm guessing that means none of it hits.
And then a 21 on the second guy.
All right, that hits.
Yeah, that works. The first guy gets 10 damage, the second guy gets 18 damage.
All right.
Oh.
Which one's the first guy? This one?
No.
This one?
Yeah, I'm shooting straight down between the robot's legs, hitting that guy, and it's arcing to the guy.
You said 15 damage for the other one?
No, 18.
18?
10 and 18.
You kill this one right here.
Cool.
All right. Bad guy's turns. So exciting. He runs up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he gets like right under the legs of the robot and throws a kunai at you.
I mean, he's gonna miss. I don't see the point.
He misses.
With the 6.
None of the other bad guys see any of you, so your guys' turns. Frequency.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay. So to clarify, the guy I shoved out the grate, is he actually passed out or pretending to be passed out?
He's limp. He's not passed out. He's basically at your mercy.
Okay, can I take a free action just to knock him in the back of the head and pass him the fuck out?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna leave him there. I was out here earlier, so even though minus my meta statement last time I've not seen anybody on the map, I do remember that there were people I snuck by, which is why I'm knocking him the fuck out. As I kind of like stealthily, I'm gonna activate my invisibility and stealthily like come around to about here and see what I can spot before I try dragging around the limp fucker.
Okay. Roll a sneak and perception check.
Yep. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta check how much MP I need to cost spend. 2. Power adds to my stealth, so that's 4, 6, and 4, so that gives me 10 bonus to stealth. Uh, 26 for my stealth,
Very sneaky. No one notices you.
and for my perception, I apparently don't have any bonuses to perception.
Just roll it with a skill modifier if you don't have
Okay.
anything.
A 16 to my perception.
From where you're standing, it looks like they're all intently waiting for somebody to exit the building.
Okay, so they're watching the building.
Yep.
Okay. I only moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces, and I haven't really taken a basic action. Will you allow me to continue moving or no?
I'll allow you to either move or throw something, but making an attack action, no.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move then. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I know you said we're actually supposed to take these geographical marks on the map to heart, but it looks like they're in a canyon down here. Is this up or down?
It looks
This
up,
is up.
It's up. Okay.
like an upper plateau.
Yeah. High ground. That's the highest ground there is on the map.
9, 10, 11. That's where I want to move.
You got really close. Roll another sneak check.
That's fine. I'm still invisible, so hopefully I don't roll in that one. I didn't roll in that one. I got 12.
You as you're climbing and you go up, you hit like some loose gravel. A bunch of stuff comes tumbling loose, and they all turn around. They all kind of just look at you for a moment. What the fuck?
Well, technically they can't see me they can just see my general area because I am still technically invisible. They just know that if I move, I'll probably get seen.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay. So
Spark
yeah. Okay, never mind. That'll be it.
Sparkstorm. Sparkstorm, you're up.
Sorry, Katie's yelling at the dog. So this guy's being annoying.
He's also underneath your robot sprite.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to decide whether I should try with the robot or just deal with him myself initially.
Hey,
Um,
individual choices.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna dual shock him and be done with him.
Piloting a robot is so cool, but you deal so much damage.
And I get a nasty hit modifier. So that's a 28 and a 13 or 23.
You hit.
I already hit this guy once, so I know I don't have to do max power. So I'm just gonna do the 8 plus 4. So a total of 17 damage split twice.
Takes him out.
Cool.
He's done.
All right, so being that this is a continuation from last session, I wanna, and I'm at the computer, I wanna check to see if this thing can operate out external defenses. So I remember seeing when we walked up that there were 1 or 2 guns available, or that were used for external defenses.
Yep. As you click backspace on a few of the options, you see the robot kind of power down. You get to the icon with the big ass gun symbol.
Yeah, I want to click on that one.
Loading features. Same thing it did with the giant robot.
Okay. I'm gonna wait a second for it to work. Can I estimate, like, granted this is a big warehouse and most of the fire is like within the warehouse, so like the building itself is still structurally fine for now, correct?
Yeah, despite all the fires brewing, it's still holding up.
I'm assuming, like, yeah, there's fire on the wood inside the building, but like the foundation is cement and type of thing, or stone at least, or okay. So I have some time. Oh no, I already attacked, so that's my full action. Um, can I do anything with the robot? I'm just gonna let the robot chill for now.
All right. All right, bad guy's turn. They just heard something behind them. And they're all kind of just looking in your direction frequency, very confused.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, nice. Bunch of low rolls. I'll take it.
You're up.
Okay, well, I am just honestly just going to drop my invisibility instead of paying up the recost. I know they're all looking at me, but I don't expect like an extra action or anything. I'm just going to move in. So 1, 2, 3 puts me right here. Probably not the best place to be, but whatever. I'm going to. I'll stab this guy. I'll go after this guy.
All right, do it.
A 26, a 15, another 26, and a 9.
The 9 misses.
Okay. Base damage is 11, 11, 10. And then my hot cold damage
That's enough.
is 6, 9, 7.
All right, that's enough to take him out.
Sweet. He's dead skis. I also, if I can, for like a somewhat bonus action I'll leave it up to you. Try to intimidate these guys. Like, basically glare at them. I imagine I'm covered in oil and whatever else these fuckers spew out, as I have killed several of them in close combat. And I look at these two down here with a feral grin, and I just kind of say, "Run."
Roll intimidation.
26.
Uh, one of them starts backing up slowly, but the one that's like manning the gun is kind of just holding still. You can't really gauge his reaction.
Uh,
Oh, there's this guy right here too. Must have laid one on top of the other.
Yeah, I didn't want to remind you about that one.
Yeah, so you got one to kind of like second guess himself, but the one on the gun and the one supporting the one on the gun are still kind of standing firm.
take
All
what I
right.
can get.
I mean, you killed one and scared one away.
I'm not complaining. Like I said, I'll take what I can get.
Sparkstorm, you're up.
All right, so it's back my turn. I check the computer.
Ready and armed.
Does this have like a video I can use?
Yeah, there is a front mounted video on the feed, and it seems to be you just see frequency kind of staring at the camera.
And do I see any other enemies?
You see this guy standing right next to him. He's kind of facing frequency.
I'm gonna point the giant gun directly at that guy.
Just kind of move this guy over here since he's not really standing in front of the gun. Okay. You do that.
And I'm hoping, do I see any reaction to him? Like all of a
Yeah.
sudden, like he's got this big ass gun that his buddy's manning, and then all of a sudden, like out of the corner of his eye, he sees it, and all of a sudden it's pointed directly at him.
You see him kind of slowly start turning around, even though like he's looking at somebody who just killed one of his buddies. And he kind of just like perks, does kind of like stiffs up, like instead of being in a hunched combat posture, he's just like very surprised. And his hands go up like, no, 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 no.
I hit fire.
All right. Let's just see. I got 2d20 plus 5. Jesus Christ.
Thank you for kidnapping that thing. I'd have died. I'm like
So
resorting to intimidation because I am just low on everything right now.
you see a giant bazooka fire right past the guy's head. And you see it kind of like blow up like a mountain right behind you, like off in the distance over here. The guy's still alive because it missed, but
Frequency poops a little.
A little bit of poop came out.
fortunately the roll was really low and it missed.
uh, meta wise, can I pass an intimidation onto frequency?
I'm gonna say no. Intimidate through object isn't something I'm ready to bestow
No,
upon you.
no, more or less like an table talk. Like, hey, like if we were sitting there, would you allow me to be like, hey, frequency, use this to your advantage? Like, I'm
Oh,
not intimidating the guy, but like frequency could full out be like, hey, that was your warning shot.
okay, yeah. I'll
So
he's
I'll use
generally
that on my next turn.
frequency's doing the intimidating, but like,
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
I'm giving him the
too.
idea.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, actually bad guys are up. Bad guy's gonna try and retake control of the gun. he's kind of just smacked the control panel confused, whereas the buddy who just got nearly his whole upper torso removed is kind of just standing there shocked and confused. This guy over here, he he doesn't know what else to do and he tries to shoot frequency.
I thought he was backing away.
He was, but like he doesn't
I
want to
thought I
jump off
scared
this
it.
cliff.
Rolled an at one anyway. I'm gonna try to catch his bullet.
Roll reflex, yeah, Ryan? Yes. 2 mini burritos.
23.
You catch it.
Okay, can I do the same thing I did last time I caught a bullet and roll that into an intimidation?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm gonna do like Fork said. I'm going to roll it all together. I go, see, your gun controlled by my buddy. Your big gun's controlled by my buddy. Your little guns, and I hold up the bullet I caught, can't do shit. And then I kind of just drop it, and then I again put on that Pharaoh smile, and I go, you want to think about running again?
Roll an intimidation
I
with
did.
advantage.
23.
You
No,
succeed.
That was your reflex.
Oh, that was my reflex. So
I mean, as much as I want to give you a 23, I am an honest person.
Thank you.
well, 29.
You succeed even more so. he freezes up. He just drops his he can't drop his gun, it's kind of attached to his arm, but he holds his hands up.
I was more so okay. I'm saying this in general. You can play it however you want. You are DM, but I'm speaking to like all three of them, like because this guy almost got shot by Sparkstorm. This guy I just caught his bullet, and this guy is basically useless sitting on top of a gun he doesn't control.
Okay, I'll give it to you. You did kind of just appear like the predator on this rock where everybody thought they were safe. Kill one of them. One of their guns got hijacked.
That
And
that that's exactly what I'm saying. Like this entire scenario just speaks doom for these three.
as soon as one of them shot a bullet at you, you caught it midair. Like that is
I
freaky beyond fuck.
I would have passed out by fear at this point.
Hell, frequency pooped a little.
So yeah, they all kind of just stop and back away. Combat's over. Nobody's trying to kill you guys now.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Is there a mic or anything on the gun or no? Or can I talk to the operator actually?
There's a PA. Yeah, there's no mic through the gun, but you can there's a loudspeaker option on the control panel.
I just say very confidently, your service here has ended. Leave now, or the gun gets fired again.
You can see them through the camera on the gun. They're all kind of getting ready to back away and just leave. Like walk into the desert if they must, but they are about to
Quicker.
head out.
I say quicker as I start swinging the gun around towards them.
They start booking it. They
Okay.
start booking it. Start sprinting straight off the map. Just jumbling and tumbling off of cliff edges. Scrape knees, fractures, whatever, they'll take it. They don't care. They want out.
All right, I see that. I'm like, whew. Okay. As I'm in here with a burning building, burning inside the building. So the guy, I have a corpse underneath my robot. Okay. I'm gonna go investigate the charger real quick.
Okay.
Is it still hot?
It has cooled down considerably. There's residual warmth, but it's not damaging hot.
Okay. I do want to charge up a little bit since just to make sure, because we have to make our way back to the bar or whatever. So I want to make sure I'm juiced up since I can.
You can freely do so. It's just like before. You've had access to this thing at least one point during the last encounter, and you can tell it's got plenty of juice to spare.
Um, can I see if like it's able to be disconnected or anything?
No, it is firmly rooted to the ground.
Okay.
It's a solid piece of metal. It's not like components. It's almost like a booth that's part of the ground. This whole place almost seems like it was built around it.
Gotcha. I I want to go back to the computer, run a diagnostic on the robot, see how much charge it has, type of thing, and like see if it's damaged anywhere. I'm pretty sure this one's pristine-ish.
Roll engineering check. This is complicated menu going through some things. Doesn't seem like the best interface there is.
Knowledge tech or engineering?
Knowledge tech.
Oh, there's one. That's a 25.
Okay, you can see that these things, the batteries are more or less full, but the machines themselves are not the most optimally designed, and wouldn't really be able to get to the capital if that's where you wanted to go with them. They might be able to get back to the bar, but they'd be pretty low by then.
Okay. Um, I want to pat it, be like, "You're my new buddy," and I want to try going up and checking out my bike because I knew a lot of stuff happened up in the upper level, and that was right where my bike was.
All right. Uh, as you approach the bike, you do see that there is a fire where your bike is or was. Are you gonna try and make your way through the fire?
Uh, can I grab a fire extinguisher of sorts, or
You
do
want
I
to take a second
see
to look
one?
around for one?
Yeah, do I see a fire extinguisher?
Roll a perception check.
Skill, right?
Yeah.
17.
You see a canister. It seems to have like a little symbol with like water or a fire with like a cross going through it.
I want to try using that on the fire that's where my bike's supposed to be.
You put it all out, and I'm gonna say roll treasure find because I don't really have a better roll for this. Just to find the condition of your bike.
A 4.
It is in poor condition. It is very badly charred. The battery is fried, the one that was inside of it, and the metal is all sorts of what is that thing where like metal looks weird when it's been set on fire for a while?
I
And the
mean,
metal looks like that.
hmm. Oh, damn it. Well, looks like I'm taking the robot now. Um, I'm gonna do my due diligence and wheel the bike down. Like the south half of this building's all fried on the inside. I'm gonna wheel the bike down to like where I fought these guys and stuff, and I'm gonna see like replace if I can replace the battery. If there's any like materials down here I can use to like fix it
That
up.
you don't have to roll a perception check for. There was a giant hoard of batteries right next to the charging port, and it doesn't take long for you to find one of the universal batteries that fits your motorbike.
Um, I checked for like other like I don't know if any of the metal or tires are damaged or whatever. I'm looking around to see if I can just like get this bike fixed up. Well, it's a hover bike, so
It might take you a little while. There are some parts scattered here and there throughout this warehouse. There are also some fires still going. You might want to put those out before you spend a lot of time looking.
yeah. I guess I can start doing that as I'm sweeping the building. I am waiting for frequency to show back up.
Yep.
If he shows back
Frequency.
up. He did tell me to get out, but
Yeah, I feel like
I
frequency.
have no plans of going back in. I march back to the guy I knocked out, and underneath this deadish tree, I collapse. I keep an eye on him. I don't fall asleep, but I'm like super dead on my feet, barely, barely standing right now.
How fucked up were you from that fight?
I have 14 life left and 15 magic.
Jesus.
Yeah, I got shot a lot. Like they were all small little bullets, but it's like when you get 1,000 scratches from a cat and you've been running around like crazy. Yeah, that's how my body feels right now. So I just collapse.
Okay, well, Sparkstorm, you're putting out fires. The whole scene is pretty stable at this point. You haven't heard back from Frequency yet, though.
That's fine. I
Okay.
try to get my hover bike back in working order. Try to like repair what flame damage or fire damage has been done.
Okay. You manage to find the materials you need to. Well, the tire replacements are there. I mean, Zed was here. He probably assembled a few bikes for these guys himself, so it makes sense that there would be spares here. Um, and there are batteries aplenty. So aside from that, it's just the exterior metal that just looks really bad.
Yeah,
As far as functionality goes, you got the bike back up and running. It does look ugly though.
does am I worried structurally about the metal? Because I'd like to try to replace any of that real quick.
Yeah, it does look very flimsy. Um, Replacing that could be a little bit more complicated since it doesn't seem like there are spare exteriors hanging around. You might need an actual garage for that.
Bummer. Okay. Do I find like a wagon of sorts or like something to transport like a shipping like wagon or something?
There are pallets, yeah. There are like movable pallet lifters.
Okay. So here's what my plan is. I'm gonna hook one of them up to the mech. I guess there's two mechs.
Yeah.
Um. Hmm. I do have an idea. Okay. I'm gonna use one mech initially. I'm gonna hook up one of the uh uh wagons or whatever pallet movers, and I'm gonna put my bike and load up all the batteries onto that. And I'm gonna pull it up to the other mech. At this point, I want to go outside and find frequency.
Okay. Just be clear, how much do you want your bike to carry?
No, the mech is pulling this.
Oh, okay.
It's hooked up. The bike is on the pallet carrier thing.
Okay, yeah,
The
that's
mech is
fine.
pulling it all.
It seems perfectly capable of doing that.
Um. Yeah. So I want to go outside and find frequency.
Okay. Let's say roll a perception check since you haven't been on the side of the building that frequency is on. You haven't been anywhere out where he is.
I am
You're
willing
gonna
to call out for him as well.
frequency. How unconscious are you?
I told you I wasn't unconscious. I'm just kind of like leaning against the tree,
That was a
You
keeping
16.
an eye on the guy.
you hear your name being shouted.
I kind of answer back here, over here, big dead tree.
Sparkstorm, you hear it's on the side of the building outside, but not in front of the building.
I want to head out towards where he is.
You see he's on kind of the overhang overlooking the front entrance.
Okay. Can I get there?
Yeah,
All right. I go there.
you make your way over there. You see him laying under a tree with Zeb.
I kind of look at him as he approaches and I go, "How's the inside?"
I put the fires out.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Good to hear.
Just gonna tidy some stuff up. Um, and then we can head on out. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'm just taking a break. Ran around a lot, tired. Keeping an eye on the dick bag while he sleeps.
I'm gonna pick up Zed. Like fireman carry, like throw him over my shoulders. I'm like, all right, come on.
I follow.
All right.
So okay, to speed up the process, I'm gonna bring him inside. Tell Frequency to jump in the mech that he was in beforehand, and I'm gonna like, since it's close to the top, I'm gonna just launch Zeb into like the passenger seat, so that Frequency can keep an eye on him. Like you have the two
Okay.
cockpits, whatever.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask Frequency for his gridometer.
I toss it down.
I'm gonna take the gridometer, download the information or like the program that the computer's running, so I can manually operate or manually control these from the gridometer.
Okay. You freely manage to do so, but it does notify you that there is a control limit of about 100 meters or 100 squares from the remote control platform.
That's this building.
Well, if you're going to control it from the gridometer, it would be from the gridometer.
Oh, okay, then that's fine. And then I'm just any other useful information that I find on the computer, I'm just gonna dump it all on the gridometer. I can sort through it later. And then I'm gonna leave. We're gonna leave. So essentially, what I'm doing is we're gonna head to the bar. The two mechs are gonna act like snow dogs. I'm piloting one, while manually controlling the other one. Or have it. I'm gonna figure it out. I have time and I have the knowledge. Whatever. If you need me to roll, I'll roll. But like I figured, I can have them. I can operate them in tandem, so Frequency can take his nap, and I'm gonna start headed back to the bar, while pulling the sled full of shit.
I'll just have you roll an engineering check to make sure that this is a smooth ride.
I'm okay with that. A 26.
Everything goes according to plan. The robots make their way safely back to the bar. Just switch maps.
And do you want to call it there?
Yeah, let's call it here.
I figured that would be a good trend. That's why I'm like, I'll speed this up so we can get a nice transition in there.
Agreed.
All right. So, closing statements. Our heroes bravely and ingenuously found a way to overcome the two giant mechs and disable the gun platform. And actually managed to turn the mechs to their advantage to escort all the batteries and all the powers they need back to the bar so that they can get a good caravan rolling back. I mean, all the way up to the capital.
Actually, before we leave, I want to reactivate that turret to fire anyone on target on will, if it has an auto functionality.
Yeah, auto target, just auto kill. Yeah, that was a thing.
Auto shoot anything.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys basically best possible outcome. You killed everyone. You got all the batteries. I mean, you even have a hostage, I guess.
I can't
So
control the mechs, but otherwise I'd line them up in a nice formation.
yeah, you got two giant mechs out of the deal too. So hey, great.
Sounds good to me.
I'm
guys
surprised
killed
that
it.
worked.
Mhm. Worked out well.
But yeah, everyone, thanks for following along, listening, and watching. We'll be back next week, right? We don't have anything going on.
Not
I'm
as far
good.
as I know. I'll be ready next week.
Could be fine.
So yeah, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you two next week. I'll talk to you before then, but
Yep.
all right, night all.
All right. Good night, everybody. Oh,
Adios.
What?
you guys leveled up after this, by the way.
Excellent.
Sweet.
All right, see y'all.
See y'all.